Hi, everybody. Hello, Kim. Hi, Emily. I'm getting my glasses on. I'm pretty much like all set up here. Got up here and got everything going. How's everyone? Everybody survive our election? That was quite something. Historic. So, anyway, hi, Marianne. Yeah, that was a crazy day yesterday, I think, in America. Matty Tarot should be here shortly. We were texting, so I know he's on his way. Um, I am excited to see some new faces and get some readings done. You didn't watch the news, that's probably a good thing. For sure. Emily Lorenz, Bradley, hi, hello back to you. Okay, so we're going to get some people in here. They're going to see that we're on. And just to go over a few things, you have to be 18 or older to get a reading. No health, including pregnancy. No legal questions, please. If you have a question about a specific person, if you can go ahead and make sure you don't put their name in. So no proper names. And just say person of interest or love interest or a relative or ex, something like that. And we'll connect to that energy. And let's see what else. Please like this broadcast. Please go to Matty Tarot on YouTube and subscribe. If you haven't yet, please do that. Also, Psychic Fixes, you can subscribe there to see when we're going live. And if you're in Facebook, please go ahead and follow us there. Okay, let's see. These are free readings, 100% free readings. We don't keep a list. We randomly select. What's out? We also take tips if you want to do that, and that's scrolling underneath here as well as in the live links in the description. Okay. And hi Perry, how are you? Hi Carlos. Please share the show. Hi Max from New York City. Please go ahead and subscribe to our channels and all of that. And I think the information's probably scrolling or up there, all our places where you can go click on us. So that's kind of the rules there. During the show, Matty will show his QR code. At that point, you can scan it with your phone, take a picture, whatever your phone does, and go see all those great things that he does, like clearing homes, all this kind of stuff that he do, other than, these great readings he has here. You can also get in-depth reading for him or with him. So anyway, thank you, Carlos, for sharing. All right, so you can start putting your questions. Matty can do a yes, no if you want a quick yes, no on something. He'll get out his pendulum and do that. I do 3-month readings right now, November, December, January. You can get a 3-month reading, or I can look at one of those months for you. Any questions, any general reading, just put you on a general reading. All right. And what else, you guys? What am I missing? I think that's, oh, hi. Is it Daisia? Daisa? Hello. And so I see some questions coming up. If we go back and forth doing readings, and sometimes we can't get back up and read everything that you posted, repost if we didn't get to you. All right. I am going to go ahead and start early here. I've got my stuff already. And so I'll do mine. Matty will come in. He'll probably tell you what he's using for divination tonight. And then if you have a specific question for Matty, you can put that down. Okay. I'm going to, now I'm randomly taking this. I'm going to start here. Is it Desia? Look at the horses. How neat. You want a general reading. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and start. So it takes me a minute to grab your energy and take the cards. Okay. And so we'll be doing a general reading for you. So I'm going to start now. Okay, I have your energy in the cards. General reading. Dzia. Okay, Dzia. Dzia. Thank you for writing it that way so I could read it. Okay, general reading. So I'm just going to tell you what comes up. All right. Lately, I've been doing really long readings. I'm like an hour and a half, 2-hour readings. Ugh. When it starts getting 2 hours, that's a long reading. But I have a lot of fun with my clients. We do a lot of laughing and chatting. All right, I'm going to flip them over for you. So this doesn't have timing on it. The first 4 cards will tell me a little bit about you, about energy crossing over you, what you're thinking, what's coming in, the future, the past. And I'm just going to tell you what they see for you that's important, of priority, or coming in. Okay, great. The card that represents you is the card of feeling very kind of stuck, like I can't see clearly what to do. So do talk to your guides and ask them to give you the gift of clarity so that you can know what's going to happen, you can see what's coming, and you can make a decision for yourself. Because I get this little, it's not the big stuck card, but it is a stuck card of not having clarity on something, and we want to make sure we clear that up. You have a party crossing over you in temporary energy, a reason to celebrate. I love this. Now, this isn't in your reading, but it's coming in, and this sometimes it's such a great celebration card. I use it for an engagement card. So we have this reason to celebrate, this party energy over you. In the future, you're going to get something that you want. I see you receiving your reward, something that you put out there to the universe, and it comes in for you. Past position, I feel like you did have big decisions to make. Maybe that's why that energy of stuck on a decision or not seeing clearly is over you right now. So, if you haven't made a big decision yet and you have some in front of you, make sure you talk to your guides or archangels, whatever, and try to make that decision. All right, it's showing me a new job for you, a new project, new job, new stream of money coming in, as well as giving you the opportunity to sit down and really look at your future and what you want. Very good. I get you working well with people, kind of going along with the flow right now. Whatever's good for everybody's good for you. That is really the path of least resistance. So it's an easy way to go. So I see going with the flow. Now, you do get some money. I want to tell you, I get some money coming in. I don't know that I don't get that as a great big hunk of money, but some money comes in that's supposed to be yours. It belongs to you or is supposed to come to you. Sometimes this is in bonuses, sometimes it's refunds, money being paid back, inheritance, all kinds of stuff, because it's attached to you. So some money's coming in. That's good. Ultimate outcome card. This is the card when we feel alone and unsupported in something. So this is when we do need to go talk to our guides and say, bring in everything that I need to feel grounded and secure, because we don't want to feel lonely during this time of year, and we certainly don't want to feel unsupported. So whatever, whoever, whatever you need to come in that will make you feel secure and confident, go ask them for that, okay? And that's what I have for you tonight. Very, very good. All right. So thank you so much for coming in and asking for a reading. It's great to read for you. So that was Diza. Okay. Thank you, Diza. All right. Okay. I'm kind of looking at your stuff. Okay. Hello, Linda. Hi, Dex. You're welcome. Okay. Alicia, for your question, you need to redo it a little bit, like not how many, but put in like I don't know what this is, so put in, would it be 10? Would it be more in 100? Would it be more 1,000? So that we can kind of do energy to see how many where you'd be in that time. I mean, in that amount. So does that make sense? Don't, don't ask how many, just kind of give a guidance of under 100, under 1,000, or whatever is realistic. Okay. And please redo that, your request. Okay. Let me go back up. Okay. Hey, Kim. Hi. Let's, let's do you. Uh, I know somebody's here. And Kim, I will do a 3 month for you. Hey, your glasses.
I got glasses today.
Look at this. Very
Hi.
nice. I like that. You
Thank you.
caught me just at the beginning of doing Kim, and we went through a lot of stuff, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you talk. I will
Oh,
let
me.
you talk. And
Okay.
I'm gonna get some cards for her. Thank
Okay.
you.
Hi, everybody. How are you? Happy Wisdom Wednesday. It's Wisdom Wednesday. So I'm going to use one of my new decks today. It's the Mystical Medleys. Mystical Medleys. Wait, can we, there we go. Beautiful, right? A vintage cartoon tarot. Ooh. I've already opened it before, but we're going to pretend like we're opening it for the first time right now. Alrighty, so it's a cute little guidebook, hardcover guidebook. Don't need that though, but I do like to look through them. They're very, they're interesting because some decks have these like special cards, unique to that deck, which this one does. It has a couple, so that's fun. And the guidebook obviously tells you what those are about. But I hope everybody's having a lovely day today. It is Wisdom Wednesday. Oh, okay. Oh, and look at that. I don't know if you could see at the, oh yeah, you can. Look, that little sun at the bottom. I love it. How fun. One of my longtime, very close friends, best friend, gave this to me for my birthday. Kieran, or he goes by Lopra. That's that's his artist name. He makes wonderful music. Lopra. That's Lowprah. Amazing producer, friend of 16 years. Right, 16 years. That's a long time. I think we just passed the time where it's like we've been friends longer in life than we haven't. We've been friends for more years than we haven't been friends, based on our age and all that and how long we've known each other. So that's always fun. I love that.
My friends are, that I've known probably, 55 years, 60 years. So
I love it.
yeah, it's great. Old friends are fun. I'm gonna do Kim. Kim, I'm looking at November, December, and January for you. The Ace of Cups comes for you. So open heart blessings and joy, ready for love and every blessing the world has to come in. I get you marking a time of fond memories of the past. So sweet thoughts coming that way. I get too much worry next year. So make sure that you make your life, make it up as a reality, manifest for it to come in just the way you want in the new year, because you don't have to worry that much. Okay. I don't know if you suffered some kind of a little loss in the past, but it does show me that in that card. And that's the Five of Cups. For November, I do have a little travel card, but I also want to go healing, like a healing for you coming in the first couple of weeks now. And I really like that a lot. Sometimes it means we're going somewhere, but I just do feel like a healing. Now, it looks like somebody's keeping something from you mid to end of this month. So I said, what is this about? You might be waiting on some results, thinking about going somewhere, and also being around people. And I feel like that there is like something you're not going to know. I don't feel it's bad at all. I actually it's really good. So, but there's something about waiting on results. And I think that, it'll come out as a surprise for you. And I feel really good about that. When we get to December, I do get, if you want, I feel like there's a career offer that comes in for you. There's an opportunity to make some money. But I really want you to change up mid to end of December. This is where you're kind of stuck and not seeing clearly. What do I do? Well, ask your guides to give you that answer, what you should do, and if you should take this opportunity or what you should do with it. Okay. In January 2025, you have a creative idea that comes. This is my intellectual property magician card, being able to make something, to have an idea that makes money. Very, very good. However, you're going to have to manifest that your path is clear with this, because it shows me hard to go forward. So you have this great idea, you want to go ahead and implement it, but right now it's showing me, I can't go forward with this idea that can make money. So start manifesting now for that. And that's what I have for you.
That was lovely, Debbie.
Thank you, Kim. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Maddie. I have done Diza and Kim so far.
Oh, you've done Deesia already?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna pick her.
Oh.
That's so funny.
Well, I thought I should tell you.
Well, thank you for saying something. Okay,
Mhm.
let's see.
Now, when I get someone, I'm going to post your name in the comments. So watch the comments and you'll know you'll be next.
Oh, thank you, Nia. Okay. Emily. All right. May I please have a reading about what my guides want me to do or know the most right now? Thank you. Let's see. See, this is one of those cards I was talking about that it's special to the deck. So wait, I'll get into it, but it's the happy squirrel. So we're going to see what that means, but just a moment more. Seven of Cups, Queen of Wands, Ace of Swords, the Devil. Don't be alarmed yet. We're gonna get there. And the World. What you don't see coming is the Chariot. That's really good. You got calcite. And I'm going to pull some of the Prism Oracle cards as well. Okay, so the theme of your life at this time, just the, general theme. You got the happy squirrel. And I would imagine that that means something based on what I see here, something about obviously happiness, exuberance, about, the acorns here. So acorns usually mean like fertility or renewal, new life. So something about abundance here. But let's see exactly what this card means in this, in particular to this deck. Exclusive cards, page 32. The happy squirrel. The happy squirrel is a vague and mysterious mendicant. I don't know what that means. Let's see. Given to begging, a beggar. Okay, so the happy squirrel is a vague and mysterious beggar, person in need, essentially, secretly scurrying to and fro, up and down the world tree. What has he unearthed this time? Is this acorn a seed that needs planting to bring an interesting idea to fruition, or a tantalizing treat to be enjoyed right now? Truly an unknown factor. There's much to learn from this happy chap who has cleverly stored away exactly what he needs to know, needs to now enjoy his moment in the sun. Okay, so I was actually incorrect about what it meant, but that's fine. What this is saying is there's something you need to call upon within yourself that is very vital to your story right now, the theme of your life. So you've got something here, some bit of knowledge, some experience, maybe some sort of information you've gathered along the way that you've tucked away, and you have yet to apply it in the circumstances that are current in your life. And it's the very thing you need. So the theme of your life right now is kind of calling upon old experience or past experiences, and kind of just essentially, how do you say, going into your toolbox and pulling out really sitting down, because a lot of times we don't think about, I've applied myself this way, or I've tried this before, and this worked and this didn't work. Psychologically is what I'm talking about, right? And this is in regard to like coping with day-to-day stresses, with just the struggles and challenges that come along the way. So what this is saying is that you may feel right now you're facing some sort of obstacle, hardship, or you feel a little stuck maybe, but you have all the information that you need in order to get past this obstacle, through this challenge. And it comes down to the problem you're facing, which is the Seven of Cups. It comes down to choices, the choice you make, because again, a lot of times we may not be fully aware of it, but or consciously aware of the exact choices we're making. And what I mean when I say that is, how do I say this? Do you know that nobody can make you feel anything, any type of way? No one can make you feel a type of way. You make that choice. We actually make a choice. Whether it's conscious or subconscious, we're making a choice based on a variety of, a myriad of things, based on the meaning we're assigning to something, how much importance we give that certain thing, how much we relate it back to our own identity, how much, significance is this playing in our life, and is there a fear factor? Is there anxiety that comes along with it? Are we, is it maybe a trigger of ours that so it really, so there's all these different factors, and we make choices based on our emotions, whether you want to believe it or not. A lot of people will say, well, I don't make emotional choices. Yes, you do. Everyone makes emotional choices. This is proven with neuroscience. At the point of feeling an emotion, that is when a decision is therefore made to take an action. Our actions are based 100% off of our emotions. And you need to understand that you have the power to change these emotions, and it all has to do with your the meanings you assign to things, the associations you make to certain things, how much significance you let other people's opinions and words have over you. And what is being asked of you right now, your intuition is asking you, you need to hone in and focus on your light, your radiance, and your ability to move confidently, because again, you have all the information, you have the answers, but it's a matter of trust. Because right now, we're going to go down to the focus here, which is the Ace of Swords. That's truth, clarity. You have the answers, and where you need to direct your focus is to you standing in your truth, your clarity. And the reason, so what I'm getting here is the reason you're having a challenge doing that is because of this. You don't really trust yourself. Maybe you don't. And again, I don't know if you'll actually consciously identify with this, saying like, what do you mean I don't trust myself? Well, do you often ask many people for their opinions and then have trouble making a decision based on everyone saying all these things, and then you find yourself in an over analysis paralysis where you're like, I don't know what to do, and you really are concerned about the next step, and you find yourself maybe even sometimes without intentionally doing it, procrastinating on certain things because of this. That would be a sign that you definitely don't trust yourself. And so, I mean, it's a long process to undo this because it's deep rooted, and it's very subconscious. It's very deeply rooted. It's very ingrained into your way of thinking that you just don't. It's it's so much ingrained that you don't even really think about that. You just act accordingly. That you don't trust yourself. You just act accordingly in regard to not trusting yourself. So you got to start to identify those things and identify every area in which you're doing it, because it's a lot, and you need to remind yourself. So the way it's there's a term for it, auto suggestion. You need to implement auto suggestion in your life, and what that means is that every time you are able to identify a moment of distrust in yourself, you need to remind yourself of a time you made a decision and it was the right one. And these are small. These are like, they can be really small things. They don't have to be these grand decisions, right? Did you have fun going out the other night and you had a good time with your friend? Okay, well, remind yourself that I made a good decision. I had a great time. I deserved it. I've been working hard recently, and I got caught up on everything, and I was able to go out and I had a great time. I'm really glad I did. It's like, it can be that simple. It doesn't have to be, these huge things. But my point is, you need to auto suggest every time that automatic story or that automatic subconscious program starts running, where you're not trusting in your own abilities and your capacity and your achievements. Then remind yourself of all that. You've gotten this far, right? And nobody does it on their own. First of all, I was going to say, you may have not done it on your own, but nobody does it on their own. Nobody does it on their own. None of us are able to be totally self-sufficient. No one's self-sufficient. Everyone has to lean on somebody at one point or another. So you need to start identifying your accomplishments. The issue here, your guardian angel actually is the devil here. Your ability to call yourself out on your own bullshit, right? Your ability to call yourself out on your own bullshit. Like when you find yourself in this state of mind where you're like, I just don't know what to do, and I don't think I don't think I can do it. Right? Bull crap. You are. It's almost learned helplessness at that point, where you're like, I I don't really trust in my ability to do this, and maybe I will kind of not show how capable I am because I don't want to be like, I don't want too much pressure on me. I don't want to feel overwhelmed. I don't want to feel like, um, people are relying on me too much and then let them down. And because of that, I'm going to just kind of make it like I don't really, I'm going to let other people kind of take the ropes and take the wheel, and I'll follow along. So you're kind of just like, oh, I don't really know what to do. I don't know how to do it. But you do know how to do it. So you don't need to do all that. And you're actually, if you just stop doing that, you'll be able to guide your story, or your destiny, I guess you should say, or your life path in the direction that you want it to go, rather than sitting passenger and watching it go wherever it goes, This has got to stop. It's got to come to a full stop. And it does. So the world card here shows that you really start to get into the hang of things. You really start to feel a lot more confident in self, but also like a sense of achievement or a sense of belonging. And that's because you are standing in your truth. And that's what happens when you do that. So what you don't see coming is the Chariot. And the Chariot is a victory. It's a long, bumpy road, but there's a victory at the end. There's an overcoming of a challenge. So keep in mind, I'll use this analogy because, like I said, you have all the information. So I'll use this analogy. Imagine yourself on the Chariot. You're going through, it's a very precarious, winding road. It's really difficult, right? You know how to steer the cart, though. You know how to steer the cart. You know how to direct the horses. All you got to do is keep your eyes ahead and do what you know how to do. Take it one step at a time at steering and directing, and you'll get through it. It doesn't matter how precarious that and difficult that road is, how bumpy it is, how many challenges you face on that road. You know how to steer that Chariot, right? So just continue forward and doing it, and you'll get there. and cancel the doubt out. You got calcite as your crystal card. Okay, so it says positioning this stone in any room or on your person clears all negative energy and washes away bad vibrations. Filled with powerful positive energy, this stone stimulates your muscles and brain, making you feel more energetic and clear-minded. I really think it's an issue of you just overthinking, and you get yourself into these ruts, and you get yourself all worked up for reasons that are not, how do I say, they're not a reflection of what's actually currently going on. It's just this future worrying of projected possibilities, potential mishaps that aren't actually currently happening. So you get all worked up over things that could potentially happen, where you could take all of that energy that you put into that. It's draining, right? It's very draining, right? So it's a lot of energy. You can tell it's a lot of energy by the way it drains you to do it. You could channel all of that same energy into something positive, like trusting yourself, having the confidence to go after the things you want to do, being more I don't want to say self-reliant, because I don't think self-reliance is a good thing. I think self-sufficiency is a great thing. But self-sufficient is not self-reliant. One calls upon help when they need it and allows others in. The other one says, I don't need anybody. So anyway, that's what I'm going to leave you with. I hope this resonates. I hope it helps. That's all I have you. That's all I have for you. Thank you.
Thank you. That was great. I would like to do Perry. Hi, Perry. Okay, I think I got some information for you, Perry. First of all, the card that represents you is like one of the best in the tarot, and it's the World card. This is when we go after our desires, reach our goals, make a change for the better in our home, career, maybe go see the world. This is you. This is what you want. This is who you are. Crossing you in temporary energy, there is a female. I get a money-minded female. This is the theme in her lifetime. Sometimes we just like money, or we are good with money, or detail-oriented work. Sometimes people are accountants that have that theme. So she's just over you in temporary energy. Maybe she's coming in. Maybe you're thinking about her now, but that's what that's showing me. So uh, about your job, I see you do leaving it, okay? But this more in the future. So I have severing cards in the severing cards. That's not right. The 5 of Swords, which is severing ties. So I see you quitting and being happy about it and all of that, but more in the future. Past position, you may have already gotten some kind of an offer. Do you want this? Well, crisscross applesauce, I don't know if I want that. So that's in the past, all right? So the rest of the stuff that I see, because I already see that you leaving your job, but a little bit more in the future, is the Wheel of Fortune, means a positive change comes, great things come, good fortune comes for you. Though I feel like there's going to be a period after that of you feeling like it's hard to go forward. So keep going. Always have your plan B. I think it's going to be really great because they show me what really comes of this is that you get you receive your reward. Something you want, you get. So that's, if you put it out to the universe, you want this, it is coming in. So very, very good. Also, this is funny because it's like a little bit like a roller coaster. So we are going, having a positive change, then we're challenged. Then we receive what we want, and then we feel stuck. This is my big stuck card. So on your path, I see a time of really feeling like, well, I don't know if I'm going anywhere. I don't know if I have control over this. Always know that you have control and you can always go forward. So talk to Archangel Michael about clearing the path, and I'm going through because I'm going to my future, and all these wonderful things are going to come in that I desire, want, and reach your goals. They are showing me 2 more cards here, and that's a party card, a reason to celebrate about an investment that you have. So very, very good about an investment. Now, let me talk to you about this, the money. This is an investment that has to have time to grow. And as it grows, it will take care of you, your needs, your wants, all of that stuff. But it takes time to get there. So I get a celebration, like an actual party over an investment that you have or will have. Okay. So very good. So I get severing ties or breaking up or quitting that job more in the future. All right. And that's what I have for you, Perry.
That was lovely, Debbie.
Hello.
Okay.
Once I got severing ties out.
You said the severing card. You said
Hmm.
the severing cards.
Severing cards. And I'm like, it is a severing card.
All right, so I chose. Where is she? Where is she? Oh, Kim Bracken.
I'm going to go and I'm going to do one for Max after that.
I love it. Okay, so I was going to do a little different 3-month reading. We're going to do charms. Debbie's favorite. Okay, so we're in November, right? Yeah, beginning of November. So for the rest of this month, remainder of this month, let's see. I'm going to pull 2 of the Prism Oracle cards for each of the 3 months. Okay. So pain and death came out for this month. I don't know exactly what this pertains to. It could be a variety of things, but this is either literally talking about there's a memorial, like maybe somebody of significance or close to you had died, and it's like the anniversary of that, I don't know if that's still called an anniversary. Is it like a death anniversary, like when you're in remembrance of somebody? Is that the word to use? Can you hear me, Debbie?
I'm muted. Yeah, just you know, an anniversary of their death. Yeah.
That would be the correct term. Okay.
Yeah.
So this could literally mean that, and it's still something that's a little tender, a little painful for you. That's a possibility. Or maybe it's in regard to some of the, how do I say, geopolitical landscape, that maybe there's some sort of how do you say, mourning that needs to be done in regard to some family conflict that happened, in regard to the current how do I say, what's currently happening in our world. And or this could also just be talking about the need to kind of still let go of this pain that has been ongoing, that has been persistent, that you're still trying to get into the groove of maybe not having that person around, or maybe dealing with that change in that dynamic, and or maybe dealing with a certain change in a relationship. But either way, this month is marked with a transformation by mourning the loss of something and some pain, how painful that's been for you, and honoring that. It's very important to honor that, because a lot of times we try to escape our pain. We will try to distract ourselves. We'll say, I don't want to feel this way. I just want to be, I just want to get back to being happy. I just want to be back to normal, blah, 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 blah. But we don't realize the only way out is through. And when we are distracting ourselves, or, playing this game of cat and mouse, or trying to essentially, how do I say, what's the word I'm trying to find? Dismiss that pain and not honor it, we're just complicating it and making it worse. I know nobody likes to feel unpleasant, but if you kind of lean into that and allow yourself to be there and allow that to come to the surface, all feelings are temporary. It will subside, and you have to go through it to get out of it, right? So the more you push it down and say, I don't want to think about that, the more you're making that journey through it harder. So keep that in mind. And I'm going to pull charms for each one of these, but November, October, I'm sorry, I'm going backwards. November, December. So you got stop and sweetness. Okay. I think this is, I'm taking this literally. I just got this like overwhelming message in my head of, you need to stop being so nice to people that they don't deserve anything from you anymore. Like, it's about time you just cut that off, because it's so draining to have to be nice. And what does that entail? Like, being nice, what does that entail? That entails being fake. That entails, maybe telling white lies. That entails overwhelming stress, feeling burnt out, this anxiety, because you have to like try and curate this like image or story for one party because of their poor behavior. And that's being somehow shoveled onto you now, and you're responsible for it because they don't know how to act, and they don't know how to contain themselves, and so now you're having the and then you're so nice, you're willing to do all that pickup and quality control work, and it's ridiculous. Nobody should be in that position. It is way above our pay grade to manage other people's emotions and the way they handle them and the way they of course, I'm not saying don't just be like, I don't care about none of that. And da, 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 da. Obviously, there's a way to go about it. Obviously, there's a way to have tact, right? You can have tact and go about it gracefully. You don't need to be so cold, callous, and cut off. But I am saying that you've been doing the work that another person should be doing for far too long. And the problem with that is it burns you out and they learn nothing, and it prolongs them having to figure it out, because people's problems are going to follow them around, right? And as long as you're handling that problem for them, well, guess what? That problem's handled. They don't know they have it. So it's difficult, because especially when you care, because but sometimes the most important thing the most helpful thing you can do for somebody when you see them on this like downward path, and really just like, you've been there, you've essentially reached your limit, and they're kind of on this trajectory, and you're like, look, I can't stand by as this happens, and as you just continue to make these poor behavior choices. For example, what my brother, he's like, I've been for a long time, it's like he's not right in the mind, and he needs professional help, right? And it's just very, very draining to see, like, sometimes my parents will go through this whole, rigmarole around and around and around, and I'm like, don't you see the pattern? Don't you see the pattern? And they're like, well, we can't just cut him off like he's our son. And it's like, I get that is beyond difficult, I'm sure. However, you're playing a part in it at this point. You're playing a part in it, and he'll never, ever, ever, if we don't ever hit that wall, well, if we're left with options where people will take the problem away for us, we're never going to have to go find a solution ourselves. And sometimes we have to hit that wall. Sometimes the best and most loving thing you can do for somebody you care about is to let them fall, because that's how people learn. You can't take care of somebody forever. You can't always, sweep it, it's like anyone who has children should be able to understand this. Like, you can't do everything for your kid, because they'll never learn that way. You have to let them fail at some things. Anyway, what I'm saying is, you need to stop all that, because it's just draining you, and I think you get what I'm saying. Okay, so let's move on to January. Isolation. And cleanse. Kim, you're closing the year out with a bang. You're going to, you really need to take time to focus on you. You need to take time to honor your own emotions. You need to stop doing the quality control thing that you've been doing for far too long. And then, beginning of the new year, isolation, cleanse. You need to take a vacation. You need to take time away and to yourself, and just say, I'm turning. Do everything you can to get into a position where you can be like, okay, I'm going away. I'm turning my phone off. I'm not going to be available. I'm not going to be like, unplug. Even if just for a day, or I would say longer than that, but like, find a way to, because you deserve it, and you need to have that time to just kind of reset and just be, to yourself. It's quite literally a thing that is very essential and that you need right now. But again, you're gonna do it. You're gonna close this year out with a bang. Okay, so you've got a lot going on in your life right now. I'm gonna pull a little bit of charms for each one. Oh, an extra one came out. Okay. How funny. Okay, so the pain and the death, right? The honoring your own emotions, and maybe in remembrance of somebody. Infinity came out here. The love goes on and 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 on. They'll always be here with you, okay? Always. You need to find the solace in that and find the solace in the memories that you've built. The sweetness and stop doing the whole quality control thing. It's so funny what came out. The Mummy. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Where is it? Oh gosh, I wish you could see the Mummy. Can we? No, it won't let you. Maybe further away. These lights are too bright. There we go. There we go. Wrap it up. You get it. Wrap it up. It's dead. No more doing that. Don't do that anymore. Isolation and cleanse. Okay. You got the Chariot. And guess what this means? Courtship. And you got the Cactus, which means rigid. You need time to just, like, even if it's you're courting yourself, you need time to be pampered. You've been too rigid. You feel stiff. You can feel the stiffness in your joints and in your shoulders. Okay. You've been stressed and stiff, and you need to have a moment to be able to let loose and relax and, have you taken care of instead of always taking care of everyone else for just a moment. Okay. But yeah, that's your 3 month. That's all I have for you. I hope it helps. I hope it resonated.
Good advice. I want to be pampered. Let me get my date book out and schedule in a couple hours on Friday.
Yes.
It's true. Okay. Max, I saw later that you wanted a 3 month. Sorry, I took the cards before I actually saw that. So general. You have a big card that represents you. Then for me, that's the Hangman card, the card of destiny. That's when we're all about fulfilling our soul contracts. Anything that we said we want to experience or bring in from the past, written in your soul contract. That's what I see you're all about. I want to fulfill these things and get them checked off. Crossing you in temporary energy. So thinking about it, even though this is the healing card, I feel like thinking about a short trip, which is nice. But right now it's temporary energy over you. In the future, I do get an Ace of Cups, open heart, blessings, and joy. This is also a card of fertility, by the way. So FYI on that. That in the past position, we have my responsible card. So I put a sticker right here on your forehead that says responsible. I feel like you put a lot of hard work and effort into what you do and to get your successes. And you've always been that way because I have this in the past position. So they are showing me a few things. They are showing me the Queen of Cups. So this is kind of a motherhood type of energy. Also can be someone on your path that is a mom or would be a good mom. I feel very compassionate, loving, loyal person here, nurturing, creative, and intuitive. So this person can be you or someone that is on your path and priority. We also have an Emperor card. Sometimes it means that possibly you can be a teacher or mentor someone. If not, somebody's coming in for you in that capacity. I do get good news of money for you, though they're not showing me a lot of money. Your ultimate outcome card is to watch your spending. Sit on it, save it. You'll probably need it later. But right now, good news of money. I feel like you're going to be challenged a little bit on your path. I'm not worried about it at all. Your card that I'm getting here is such a good card coming up. So when we get the 10 of Cups, that's a family reunion, a party, a wedding, relationship strong and happily ever after. This is on your path. Very, very important and very wonderful. Remember the ultimate outcome card of sitting on your money, watching your money, and watching and budgeting it. Now, I took 3 more cards because you came down with the Hangman card. And I said, what things are you trying to fulfill from your soul contract? It has to do with your work, has to do with you figuring out your future, And also make sure that you don't worry too much. All right. So those are some of the things that you are here to experience and go through. And that's what I have for you.
That was
Thank you
lovely.
so much. Do you want to do your QR code? I told everybody you would be putting that up tonight.
Yes, I can do that. Give me 1 second. Okay. Yes, if you'd like to book a private reading with me or one of the other many services I offer, you can scan this QR code. It'll take you to my booking website and show you all of those services. I greatly appreciate it. And here it is. So, and that lovely song or sound was made by Lobra. I was talking about him earlier. So, okay, but I pulled a few cards for Nia. Oh, Kim, thank you. I just saw your message. She says, maybe I'll book at least a spa day in January. I love it. Yeah,
Great.
even if it's just a day. Turn your phone off. Turn your phone off. Tell everyone you're unavailable. You can't be. Don't say it that way, but like can't be bothered.
You see, Matty, what she put, that she's been told that she's too nice. I've gotten that. Why do people say that? You know?
Because they see you in distress and they see you going through they see you going to length for people that I know you care about them, but maybe at times you're getting left with the burden of something, and you're more than willing to do it because you're so nice. But I always talk about this, actually. I don't like the word nice. I like the word kind, but nice is like, think about the times as a society, we use the word nice. We use it when we're, that person that we actually don't really, have the best. We don't really like them that much, maybe. And we don't want to be rude and we don't want to be mean. So we tell them a lie. We tell them a little white lie, right? Because we don't want to hurt their feelings. Okay. And then we say, oh, I was just trying to be nice. Like, nice is not a very kind thing to do. It's not kind to ourselves. It's not kind to other people, because it's not fully truthful. It's not fully genuine either. You may feel obligated to do something and it really stresses you out, and you're like, deep down you're like, I don't want to do this, and like, but I have to. And you have this obligation, right? Because of some dynamic between you and whatever the other person. But again, you're like, well, I was just trying to be nice. It's like I don't like the word nice at all. I think kindness is very important. We should aim to be kind, but we should stop trying to be so nice, because it really is, it's not beneficial for anybody, really, all around. Now, that's, again, there is the definition of nice that does actually mean kind. So there's multiple definitions to nice, but typically as a society, when we say the word nice, we're not talking about something that's genuine or fully transparent and truthful, or something that we are really wanting to do. So.
Well, I know people say that to me. It's mostly, someone telling me that, like, you're doing too much for someone, or you're taking away from your time to, do something for someone. And, but I love the word kind. And I love it when people all do something, somebody go, oh, you're too kind. And I go, oh, I just like that phrase. That's really sweet way of saying it.
I love the word kind, and I love the phrase "you're too kind." Yes, I use that a lot. Don't get me wrong here. I'm not sitting on some high horse saying I've got this totally figured out in my life. I am often told I am too nice. I'm often told I do too much for people. I'm often told that I, you know, should say no more. I'm often told that I should, you know, not, it shouldn't fall on me to do. And then I do the exact same thing. I'm like, I'm just, you know, I don't, you know, so
Yeah.
it's a deep rooted issue. It's something that each of us who have that issue, you know, we have our own struggle with it, and it's our own journey to figure out. But if you found something that works for you and you're not constantly feeling overwhelmed and you're not constantly feeling burdened, then, you know, more power to you. I haven't gotten fully there yet. I do sometimes feel overwhelmed by certain things, but, you know, again, I don't think these answers come overnight. I think it's something that you learn with experience and along the journey. So,
Well, stay tuned, you guys, for how to join the Too Kind support group. We have 3 members right now.
AKA people pleasing.
Yeah. Makes me feel good though, but yeah.
Sometimes it can be called people pleasing. So, you know,
Yeah.
but
Oh
yeah.
my goodness.
Anyway, I greatly appreciate everybody who supports our show. Thank you so much. Please remember to like the video, thumbs up, very important. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We're here at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And yeah, is there anything else, Debbie?
No. I'm
All right.
thinking no. Fluid Friday, what's in your cup? We'll be playing that. So yeah,
Hey.
tell us what you're drinking. And sorry we didn't get to you. Come back Friday and say you didn't get to me.
Yeah, you
And
guys, we the comments, if you're in the live chat, we see them, but we can't get to everybody. We're only here for an hour. And if we didn't get to you, again, we're here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Please come back. So we'll be here on Friday, and you can let us know. If you get in right early and say, hey, I was here last time and I didn't get a reading. I'd really like one. We usually try to pick those out and get to you. Okay. So we hope to see you on Friday. But
okay,
here's
guys.
a rose for the
I
time.
saw that rose. Isn't that pretty? My roses didn't last this time.
I
So
came home to a beautiful bouquet of red roses from my husband. So
oh,
I put one in the show. But yeah,
he's so neat. You're so lucky. All right.
I feel lucky.
Oh,
All right, you guys, we'll see you on Friday. Thank you for joining
okay.
us. Have a lovely evening and be safe.